the Ring Fanatics Podcast, episode number 77. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, is my co-host Joel Otero,
Yo,
right next to me. Whew, post Hell in a Cell week, one day Raw week. Um, a lot has happened in those 2 days that we're going to talk about here on the Ring Fanatics. Before we do that, of course, go subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Follow us on Spotify if you want to listen to the audio version of this. Um, yeah, so let's get right into what we were talking about right before we started recording with
yeah,
Cody. Cody Rhodes, man,
Cody
torn
Rhodes.
pec and competed inside Hell in a Cell
Yep,
this past Sunday.
yep.
That was insane.
Happened. It was a dope match.
It
It was
was.
cool.
It was.
It was
Still
cool.
managed to pull through.
Matt Rollins took a L, especially to a guy with a torn pec. But
He had one arm, and he still lost.
exactly, Nick. Exactly. Like, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
this was your time to actually have him lose and he not look weak because he
he had a
was
reason to do
injured.
so. Yeah,
But no, let's let the guy who's about to leave for a couple months get a big win over a guy who's gonna be here that we're gonna try and build up again after he takes this
exactly.
L. It's like, bro, just let him take the dub. Just hold the tights or some shit. Let it be a heel win. You know what I mean?
They
Like
can
like
always
we've
come
always
back.
talked about.
Yeah, we said it last week. I thought it was gonna be like a cheat win when he pulls the rope, pulls his tights down, and gets the
Do
roll up
something,
win.
yeah.
I thought it was something. This was the perfect time to have Seth Rollins win. It was a reason for him. It wasn't a clean win. He had Cody Rhodes who had one arm. What was he gonna do?
Exactly. It
And
made
he's
so much sense for him to win.
exactly the perfect timing. And it's oh my god. Do you think? Do you think that it was a work? I want to ask you that. I know you said you weren't gonna bring it up, but I wanted to ask you that.
Low key, because listen, you ever stub your toe and then try to walk? You don't break it, you don't do nothing. You just like a little it hurts now. Ain't
Yeah,
no fucking way I'm wrestling with a torn pec. Some other people might do it. Ain't no fucking way I'm doing it. I'm laid in bed, I'm chilling. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like
letting
I,
that rest.
yeah,
I'm letting that rest.
exactly. So
And
I did see that a couple people were talking about that it being a work. I'm I mean, you can't really like work an injury unless it's like I
you
don't
can't
know.
actually stand up or move
Listen,
around that
if he
much.
wrestles that Money in the Bank, it was a work.
Yeah, because I was gonna
Ain't
say
no way in a
I,
month,
I was gonna
less than a month,
I was gonna say
less than a
he
month.
has surgery as we're recording. The recording is Wednesday night.
Yeah,
Tomorrow, Thursday, he's having surgery on it.
yeah.
And if he has surgery and comes back from that, then yeah, it's a work.
Listen,
But I don't know.
listen. People are saying 6 months. When I heard it, I thought it was 9. I was like, oh, torn
Shit,
pec is
yeah.
probably 9. People were like, oh no, it's 6. I'm like, it really depends the person
Yeah, I can't
because
really say a word on that. I'm not a doctor, so I
no,
can't
yeah,
really put like
but
a
that's what
date
I'm
on
saying.
that.
I guess it
Yeah,
just depends on the person. Because remember that the big John Cena injury that happened that he came back like 3
yeah.
months later. That was a torn pec, wasn't it?
Um,
That he came back.
think
It was
so.
only like 3 or 4 months.
It was like an arm injury. I remember that, but I know what you're
Let me see.
talking
Hold
about. It was
on.
something on his like his upper body. Triple H had one. Like I think a couple years ago when he that DX Brothers Destruction
Oh
match,
yeah,
he had a
yeah,
torn
yeah.
pec, and then that one was like, okay, I understand if he's not wrestling anymore as much as Cody is, but that this one looked bad. It was like over his chest from the middle of his arm, and I'm like, how badly did he tear it? And then they said it was from the brawl they had last Monday before Hell in a Cell. I'm like,
Oh, is that
what?
how it happened?
He said it started from that, and then it got worse from working
Okay,
out or something. And then
gotcha.
I'm
I
like,
thought it
how
happened maybe like at a house show or something. Um, my bad. I looked up. Will Ospreay just showed up at AEW,
oh
but
shit, oh god,
yeah, I don't know what the. I just looked up and he was on the stage. I was like, hold up, what? Um,
live reaction to AEW as you're
yeah,
speaking.
sorry, my fault. But yeah, I guess like I said, it all depends on the person. I think the Cena one was a torn pec because a lot of people were saying now it shows that Cody can make a remarkable recovery. But again, like you don't want to rush the guy. You know what I mean? Because you don't
Yeah,
want to rush him back and then he gets injured again.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean? Like,
true.
because
Yeah,
then it's gonna be like if you rush it, right? It's not gonna be healed 100%. If it's not healed 100%, and you start actually doing all these crazy moves and wrestling every night, not every night, but what 5 out of the 7 days WWE
yeah.
does with the house shows and shit. So you don't want to put all that work on him. You know what I mean? So
But
let him take
yeah,
his time. People are already like, he could come back by the UK show. He could be back.
yeah,
Yo, listen, what would be best is if he takes all the time he needs. It would
yeah.
make sense. Like people are like 6 months. Think about it. 6 months from now is what?
December
Okay, take an extra month.
Royal Rumble.
There we go. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like take that extra month, make sure you're good, and then we can have you back for Mania. There's
yeah,
no need to rush back so you're back by SummerSlam or the UK show, because then all those fucking pay-per-views and sad to say it, October, November, December don't really like it's not really of a big deal. The
yeah,
big deal is Royal Rumble, Mania, Summer. You know what I mean? Like, so let him come back fully recovered in January and have him come back in the Royal Rumble.
yeah. I was gonna say like when Cody had his promo this past Monday, and it's like it's typical dramatic Cody Rhodes just saying,
Yeah,
"Oh, I'm doing this because I want to show my daughter." Like, I get it, I get it. You have a kid,
he
and I
ended
understand what he
racism, man.
means.
You don't remember that
Yeah,
promo?
yeah, yeah. Cody Luther King Jr. is what Cody. That's what I call him. But it's like he has to be dramatic for no reason, and then like I get it, um, and like it doesn't. Of course, he would do something like this. You know what I mean? So I
Of
kind
course,
of
he would
he
do
would do.
something like this.
Yeah, like he'll be like, "Oh, I have a torn ACL and one eye open." And it's like I can still win a match. And I'm like, you know what I mean?
God, do
It's
this for my daughter.
daughter, and it's like he's trying to be like the new John Cena. Like
No,
it's but
yeah,
different. You know what I
I
mean?
definitely, yeah, I definitely get it because that is a fact. The way he did that promo was like,
It's like he has to
yeah,
cry for everything, and it's like,
exactly.
okay, like how many times are you going to make us feel bad for Cody? We discussed this multiple times. Like at AEW,
It's
the reason why
happening
we
to you,
hated,
Nick. It's happening
yeah,
to you. It's
it's now,
happening. The turn is happening.
yeah, now I understand.
This
And
is
it's
gonna,
like,
yo, low key though, this is gonna help him
really, like
because
you
it's gonna
think like,
take him off of TV.
oh
People are
yeah,
gonna, people are not gonna have him every week. Um, we finally got a new clock this week for Judgment Day. It
yeah.
wasn't for
I was gonna
Cody.
bring that up too. I was
We
gonna
got a
bring.
new clock
I
this
was gonna
week.
wait until you asked, like, what was the clock this week, and then I was like, oh, the Judgment Day, yeah,
I
because you
actually
mentioned that
saw the
last.
clock was the Judgment
Yeah,
Day clock. Ah
yeah.
man,
Speaking of
that
Judgment Day, though.
that's
Speaking of
another
Judgment,
story though. I feel like that was a move made. Once I saw the move that they made with that, I knew exactly it was because of Cody. And then I saw like a whole bunch of like all those blogs and like Instagram pages and Twitter, like talking about it and putting it up, saying, "Oh, they turned Edge babyface so that they have a big babyface for the summer."
yeah,
Yeah, you kind of knew that was gonna happen. They need somebody. You
yeah,
know what I mean? It's not gonna be fucking Dominic Mysterio.
yeah,
You know what I mean? They need
yeah,
somebody.
yeah.
So that's the perfect guy. Boom. Put him
But
in.
then at first I thought like the reason why I know John Cena was doing his 20-year thing anyway, so he was gonna show up regardless. I
We're
thought he was
getting him
gonna
in
get like,
theory. We're getting him in
yeah,
theory.
which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at
I'm
that.
so excited for that.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that. But for the Judgment Day thing, like I was not expecting. Like so when they were announcing that, I kind of had a feeling it was gonna be somebody new as in like
An NXT
NXT.
guy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the first person I thought of was that guy Joe Gacy. I was like,
Mhm.
he has a dark persona. He's more of
He
a
fits.
woke,
He
yeah,
fits.
he's more of a woke person, but they could just easily get rid of that and make him just a dark person. Like
Exactly. Yeah. You
introduced.
listen. In the main roster, they could do anything. They could
Yeah,
change your name, change your gimmick. Not even worry about the woke shit. You know what I mean? They'll just
yeah.
have to give him
They'll just get
black
rid
and
of that.
purple, and he'll be alright.
Yeah, just like I said, just get rid of it. He's still a dark character. He knows how to
Yeah.
work that role well. But when they had Finn Balor come out, I was like, okay, he's getting attacked. He was the one getting attacked, not Edge. I thought they were
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh, like this is revenge on last night.
Yeah.
We
I thought they
tricked
were gonna
you.
be like, "Oh, welcome," but no. we don't want
Yeah.
you, and then attack him. Like, no,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. So I was like,
When
oh,
but
Finn
the,
Balor's getting attacked here.
yeah, but then when Priest took the mic and started cutting that little promo, I said, "Oh nah, they're gonna do this." And my son Finn now got a little faction.
That's
Turned
which
on
I'm not mad
Edge.
at. Which I'm not mad at. But
No,
it's like
yeah,
I
it was a cool moment because nobody was expecting it. I
yeah
think even like the crowd was like, "What?" You know what I mean? Like nobody, like there wasn't like a big reaction because people were just like confused. Like
yeah
this is what they're gonna do. Oh shit! Like this shit just started.
yeah, and it's cool because like it's so I know it's only been one episode of Raw, and that we didn't really see much of it, and it's cool because it's like with Edge. I'm not trying to say like Edge was a terrible leader. I didn't want Edge. It's just Edge. It was just him and then two people behind him. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? With I think with Finn Balor, it's just all eyes are on them
yeah. It's an
more.
actual group now.
Yeah,
Edge was like, how could I say it? Oh,
it's
Edge was like
people.
Matt Hardy with Private Party.
That
They
was gonna
weren't a
yeah
group. They were Matt Hardy and Private Party, the same way
yeah
it was Edge with Priest and Rhea.
yeah. So
Now
now
it's
it's
actually a group. It's actually Judgment Day.
they're equally as important as the other. So
Exactly.
it's like it doesn't really change much.
And I
Um,
love that we're getting a heel Finn.
yeah,
This is dope as hell. Um, let's try to build him up, man. Let's
yeah,
build him up.
yeah. I
Why
mean,
not?
it's cool because they had Rhea win the match. Cool for her, and most likely not win the title.
Yeah.
Um,
Even though
but
she did win the match,
yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
it was
She
a
actually
cool
had her
moment.
moment the same
Yeah.
night, which I enjoyed. They're giving her time, and and it's like you know now we get to see what they can do with Priest. Maybe put him in the Money in the Bank. Maybe
I
have
think Priest goes to the Money in the Bank.
I was
I
yeah
think he fits so well with Money in the Bank.
yeah
And now that he's in that group, you just don't know.
exactly. You could put Finn in there. Maybe if he doesn't go up against Edge for Money in the Bank, maybe you have
I think Edge is good. Actually, to be honest, I don't think it's gonna be Finn that feuds with Edge. I think it's gonna be Priest and Edge having matches, and I think that's a better matchup, and I think that's gonna make
yes
more sense.
yes yeah. I didn't think about that because I was like
They
Edge
kind of
and
have
Priest
like
would
the
be
same
cool.
body type. Priest, of course, is a little taller.
Yeah.
I think they would complement each other well. I think they fit. I think they would have more chemistry than Edge and Finn.
They would. I was gonna say like Finn versus Edge at SummerSlam. That would be a blockbuster
Yeah,
match. But
yeah.
then I
But
wouldn't
have
be mad.
Priest feud with him now, leading up
Yeah,
to it,
yeah.
and then once he finally like have Priest win one
Make
match at
make
least,
make
and
like
then
make them to like a qualifying match for Money in the Bank. You
yeah,
know, that's how you
exactly.
started
Have
off.
Priest win,
That would be big
whether
for him.
clean or cheating or whatever, and then have them fight again. Like before SummerSlam, that's like one of those matches that's like, oh, if you beat Priest, I'll fight you at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like Finn saying,
like in
and then
order
he
to order.
finally beats Priest
Yeah,
to fight Finn.
like maybe up to like maybe beginning of August you have them feud till so like a
Yeah,
month and a half. Then you have like you said like have Finn Balor say like oh if you wanted me beat Priest tonight on Raw
exactly.
and then you can get me at SummerSlam.
And then you can
And
say what up.
yeah, or maybe they could do a tag match, them two versus AJ and Edge. You see them realign again, maybe.
Yeah,
But
I
then
can see that.
yeah,
But that's like the only common thing is that you have enemies. But
yeah,
this guy was just your enemy. You know what I mean?
yeah,
They'll make it work, but it's just like weird right out the gate.
yeah, and yeah, it
And Edge
is.
got that stupid haircut for no reason. This is
Yeah, that's what I
ridiculous.
was thinking too. I'm like, he got that haircut
He
for
got the
what?
Rhea haircut for nothing.
Yeah, now he's got to grow it back out. I'm like,
That's
shit.
wild to me. Just cut it short. Do the Jericho. Jericho's got about to go bald. Just
Yeah,
cut
yeah,
that shit off.
like really, like this might as well just go shorter now. I mean, you already gone halfway, more than halfway.
Exactly.
Just cut the rest of it off. But it's cool though. Like we get to see equally as important people. I think that faction will grow.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still gonna be called Judgment Day or they're just gonna because
Gonna be
they're
called the
definitely not gonna
club.
choose the they're definitely not gonna because I was thinking because that theme song that Judgment Day used was like wasn't it isn't the singer like the same singer that sings Edge's original theme?
Yeah, because I think that's Edge's team, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or did they get their own song? I think
I
it's
don't
the
know.
one that
Was
Edge started using when he turned.
yeah, like the
Yeah.
one that he had used before they joined, like that
So
one.
now it's gonna be Finn's.
Yeah, probably.
Or they'll
Cause
get a new one. I hope they get a new one.
yeah,
One that
cause
they
that
all use. That'd be dope.
cause then like that the one
I don't
that
like that they use
Edge.
that was one of the reasons why it was Edge and them. It wasn't them
Yeah,
as a
it
group.
was Edge's theme song
Yeah.
for them three.
So like if you give them a Judgment Day theme song,
I hope it.
each of
Oh, yeah,
them like when they're together they come out to that song, but separately when they have matches they come out to their own themes. That will actually make them seem like a group.
yeah, yeah. And then like I was gonna say like the Judgment Day name gotta go. I mean, it was cool. It was cool
I've
for
hated it
that
from the
group.
first day. I was like, this is a pay-per-view name. I
Yeah,
don't like this.
yeah,
It wasn't like a it didn't sound like a group, Judgment Day.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It didn't sound like a group.
Exactly because when I thought of it, it's like the pay per view. It's the only thing I thought of,
That's what
and
I thought of.
all I saw was the poster for the pay per view. Because I get it, like the pay per view had that little I don't know what that shit is called. The thing
The
the
scale.
logo.
The
Yeah,
scale
yeah,
shit.
yeah. I
Yeah.
never knew what that was called, but
I don't know what
they
it's called, but it's a scale. I know
scale.
that.
Yeah, thank you. That I would call it a scale. But I saw that thing because of course that's on the logo too, the poster too. I think. So
Yeah.
it's
I
like,
think so. Yeah.
and then it's like because I think he was on that one, so it makes sense, like long term
But
storytelling.
it was just it's not a name of a group though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Judgment Day.
Imagine calling a like a faction Money in the Bank. Like that doesn't make
That's
sense.
why I said. That's exactly what the fuck I said. That's like me starting a group and calling us Backlash. Like what the fuck that
Yeah,
means?
that doesn't make any sense. Of all
My
a
bad.
fucking
WrestleMania Backlash. Sorry about
WrestleMania.
that. My fault. My
Yeah, so
fault.
it's like it's weird, and so it's just change the name to something cool, like the club, not the club. That's
No,
like
please
corny.
don't.
That's no effort.
No.
That's literally
I
no.
got so nervous. I thought because they showed all three of them. I said, Finn fucking puts up the TV. I'm gonna be so fucking tight.
I was like, don't put the thing up. Don't put the
I was
thing up.
like, please don't, because they teased it and he was there in the middle and he was like,
Yeah, he looked around.
he
And was
did
like,
this
oh
with his
god.
hand. I thought he was gonna put his hand up. I was like, please don't fucking do this.
Yeah, yeah. I was like,
Oh
that's not
man.
the right time
I
to do that.
actually think SummerSlam, a bigger match than Finn and Edge is actually Finn and AJ.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Finn and
surprised at
AJ.
that. I wouldn't be surprised at that.
Finn and AJ would be a fire match.
Of course, it would be.
Hell yeah. And it doesn't even need like a belt or nothing.
Because I don't think they've gotten a proper feud. They've
No.
definitely had matches together, right? I
Yeah, but
think
never had a feud together.
yeah. So I'm like, this deserves one. This is
Ja-
the time to do it.
What?
And then like
What?
I would start it. I don't know. If I would get the Edge part out of the way, then focus big on AJ and Finn.
Yeah.
Even though I would like that match more at
So
SummerSlam,
so
but
maybe we get Finn and Edge right at Money in the Bank. Priest interferes. That's how we get Priest and Edge at SummerSlam.
yeah,
But then we have maybe AJ's in the Money in the Bank. Finn costs him the Money
yeah.
in the Bank or something like that. Costs him something. And that's how we get the Finn and AJ rivalry. And if AJ loses, he has to join Judgment
Ooh,
Day.
that's a good
I
one.
like that. I like that.
That's a good one.
It
And
gives
then
a stipulation without having a title attached to it. So
yeah,
it still makes it an important match.
I saw like I think Damian Priest was in an interview. I don't know if it was the day after or before Raw. I don't know. But like I think they were talking about Judgment Day. I think they brought up Finn, but they asked Damian Priest like who would he would want in like
What, like
someone
in the
else.
group?
Yeah. Like that's not like, obviously not Finn Balor, but he mentioned Santos Escobar as a new member. I was like,
Get the fuck out of here.
yeah, I
You know
was
what?
like,
Yo, low key. That's kind of dope.
yeah, I was like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know how he would fit, but he does because he said that he does present himself well, which is true. I agree with that.
He brings his whole group in.
Yeah, and then I would be a great like just forget like Legato, just bring in all three of
Yep.
them, and
Time
then
out. I know this is gonna be off topic. Not very off topic, because it still has to do with Santos. Um, did you watch In Your House?
I
Did you
saw
remember it was on?
I realized as it was going on, I was like, "Oh shit, this is happening tonight." I'm like, "What the
I
fuck?"
totally, I
I didn't
totally
even know it was
forgot.
happening until the day off. I'm like, "Oh shit, it's
I feel
today."
like they did no promotion for it.
Not even on the main roster.
Like,
They
like
didn't even promote shit.
usually I see stuff on Instagram and stuff. I didn't see
Yeah,
nothing about it.
it was not even that big. They didn't promote it that well. I don't think it was the
And usually,
biggest.
like on Raw and SmackDown, they'll at least show like one commercial or something.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I didn't see anything last week.
yeah. I didn't see anything either.
So now it's
So it was
like,
weird.
well, yeah, what are we doing here? I didn't even know the matches that were on the card.
I know Santos competed, and I
Yeah,
know
I
there's
saw I
stipulation
saw because was it last night that they showed like a quick like yeah, they showed like a quick like
rundown
commercial
of
for it
what
because it
happened.
was like, oh, see what happens tomorrow on
Yeah,
NXT.
yeah,
See the fallout of In Your House.
yeah. I'm
I
like,
said the
I gotta
fallout.
watch
People
it
didn't even know
first.
that shit
Yeah,
happened. You know what I mean? Like you guys didn't even promote that shit.
yeah. I was like, I'd
So,
have to know what happened first. Know the fallout.
bro, I
But
forgot what
I
night it
did.
was, but I got a random ass notification. I think it was Saturday night, right? Or
Yeah,
was it
Saturday.
Sunday?
It was Saturday before
Uh,
Hell in a Cell.
I got a random ass. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I forgot how so was Sunday. I got a random ass fucking notification that said NXT in your house. I said,
Stream live on Peacock. I'm like, what the
what?
fuck?
What the fuck is
That's why I
this?
tuned in. I'm like, wait, this shit's happening now.
I
When was
was
this
like,
happening?
yo, I don't know the matches. I couldn't tell you the card, like
But
nothing, where it
I
was,
did find out it was a 6-man tag. Like if losing team joins the other team,
and
like
who
the other
won.
they said family. Like I don't know what they meant. Like I guess like it was pretty much the group. So like they lost, so they had to
I
join
feel
Tony
so
D'Angelo's
bad for
team.
NXT, man,
Yeah,
because they were doing so well. I think what scared people away, because it scared me away, was the whole rebrand.
yeah,
Like, I don't think you had to do that whole rebrand. I think you just had to slowly phase out the characters and phase in new ones. You didn't have to like fucking color and throw
colored.
paint at
Yeah,
the logo. You didn't have to put the 2.0. You didn't have to change the layout and shit. I think that one week you saw one layout and the next week the other,
it's gonna
it
be
scared
confusing.
people. It was like,
Yeah,
what the fuck is happening? And I gave it a few weeks and I was like, nah, I'm good. You remember
yeah,
I even watched the first takeover. I was like, okay, but not like it's not gonna get me to tune in every week. I'll watch the big takeovers,
yeah.
or if there's like a storyline that I see like on social media or something, I'll keep up with it. It's kind of
Apollo Cruz is on NXT. You
I
know, right?
peeped that he lost his accent,
Accent,
he
no
lost the
more.
gimmick.
Yeah, completely. And apparently, he's on there for like for as of right now. He's gonna be in there for like in the meantime until he
That's
goes back up.
that's dope because they got
Yeah,
nothing for him in the main
really.
roster.
That's what I was gonna say. Like at least put him down there for some time until they figure out what to do. I mean,
Oh
he's doing everything down there.
yeah.
He's go.
Also, let's quickly jump back. Now we're talking about 2.0. Let's jump back to Raw. Veer's still feuding with the Mysterios? Are you fucking kidding me?
I thought they were. I forgot about
Bro, that
that. I'm like, I
shit
thought they
was
were done.
done.
I thought that
That,
was done.
bro, what?
I'm like, I swear he's like 5 matches with Dominic already. I'm like, can y'all
And we're
chill with that?
and we haven't. We're finally gonna get Veer and Mysterio
Ray.
at a
I
pay
mean,
per
it
view.
should be on main event. Ray. It should be. It should
Facts.
be a
It
main
should be
event.
our main event. My
But
bad.
like, I think, like before this whole thing happened, I think you're right. I think they might go for the Money in the Bank pay per view for that. But
Please get over and done with as soon
yeah,
as possible.
I
Don't
thought
wait for SummerSlam.
I thought V was gonna be in Money in the Bank. In my opinion, I thought he was gonna be in Money
He
in the Bank
should
match.
be.
He should be.
He should be.
He should be.
He should be cashing it out. He oof.
You
You
think he's
want
gonna
to
win?
build a heel? You want to build a heel? Give him somebody to talk for him for the summer. Build him up good.
Give
Let
him
him
MVP.
win. Let
Give him
him win.
MVP.
Give him MVP. Let him be in the Money in the Bank. Let him win. And you want to build him as a heel, right? As a heel. You want to build him as a heel? When McIntyre counts to 3 in the UK and holds the belt over his head, I want Veer cash in on him successfully.
Yeah.
What bigger heel moment
Than
than
that.
somebody cashing in on the hometown guy the night he wins in his hometown, sold out stadium, everybody's cheering for him. That's how you build a heel.
Yeah.
That's heat right there. And then people be like, "Oh, McIntyre finally got his moment in front of a crowd." Da 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 da. People at home will be fucking tight.
Yeah. And don't want to go off topic, but Hangman Adam Page has called out Okada for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
Get the fuck out of here! Are
Yeah,
you kidding me?
he called him out after the match
I
against
saw him
Finlay.
talking on a mic. I saw him and Adam Cole too going at it, but I didn't hear that. I have that
But
shit
he
on mute
challenged
because
him
I
for
don't want it in the
Forbidden Door
background.
for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Just wanted
Wow.
to point that out. That's big.
Wow.
That's big. And it's good for
He
him
has
though
to take
because
that
like
L. He has to
yeah,
take that
I
L.
mean yeah, at least he's getting something big.
Facts.
And yeah, this whole
I mean, I think he was gonna get a big match either way. But Okada, that's huge.
that is huge.
That's huge.
A lot of big. A
I
lot
guess
of.
because Tanahashi is in the world title picture right now.
I would have had him versus Tanahashi for a qualifier. That would have been dope. I know we were talking about this before we were recording, like why, like Tanahashi and Gato. Am I pronouncing his name right?
I think it's Gato.
Gato. I don't.
Gato, Gato.
Yeah.
Listen, we're not from there. I
Yeah, we
know.
don't. Yeah, we don't know. I don't know how to pronounce.
And I'll
most of
tell you
those
right
names.
now, I watch once in a while. I'm not 24/7 on it.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not really 20%. I just know about.
You hear me every week, almost. I say different shit, man,
Yeah.
and I watch that shit every week.
I say what I
you
want to
think
say.
another language, I'm gonna say that shit correctly. Sorry to tell you. Please don't be offended.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there. Just let you know. You're like,
yeah,
you said that shit wrong.
Probably get like attacked on here right now. It's like, oh, you said the name wrong. I'm like, yo, chill. We don't watch it every week. Like, relax.
That ain't my home promotion. That ain't my home promotion.
Yeah, I'm not staying up every single week at 2 a.m. to watch New Japan. That's
exactly.
Once in a while I do that, but
Catch
not
me at Wrestle Kingdom, baby.
Yeah,
the big shows.
Gotta drink coffee every fucking day.
It's like NXT. I watch the big shows. I keep up with it, but I read it. I don't listen to shit. So
yeah, I watch the highlights.
The way I read it is the way I say it.
Yeah.
Until we get somebody on here that be like, that's not how you say it. We got a fact checker. That's what we need. A fact checker. But look at it. Like you ever watch Joe Rogan? He has that guy Jamie. Jamie, look it up real quick. I'm gonna do that.
Every big podcast has a fact checker. I don't know why Pat McAfee has that.
We're gonna get one. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're gonna have him like at the corner of the screen.
I'm about to hire my brother. Yo, Google that real quick.
Yeah,
1997 Royal Rumble. Who was number 2? Just random ass shit.
Like he's just like over there in your room and it's like, yo, can you look it up?
I'll just do this.
Yeah, we don't see him at all. We just hear him. That's all we say.
Just hear him exactly.
Like
but like, it's gonna be them two, and then whoever wins that fights the winner of Moxley and O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Well, with O'Reilly because we're actually filming this as we've talked about.
Yeah, Dynamite's going on as we speak, so that's why we're talking
giving
about
you live takes on reactions.
AEW.
Yeah,
exactly. So even though it's coming out later this week, it's still live reactions. But that match is happening in the main event, so as we speak, we don't know who won that match. Most likely Moxley.
But it's most likely
going to be
Moxley and Tanahashi.
Yeah,
I feel like that's gonna sell.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? Even though you already sold out the building. Now it's just selling the people on pay-per-view.
Yeah, I'm just buying it regardless. And then you got like now, like mentioned, United Empire is on there now. Wonder what Ospreay's going to do, even though I don't know if he's healthy yet. Yeah, we just saw him, but he has his kidney issues. I don't know if that's cleared for him to do anything.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him.
Like I hope because he attacked Trent. Do you think that's a singles match? Do you think that's a pay-per-view match for Forbidden Door? Or do you have him with Roppongi Vice versus United Empire? Or, I mean, FTR looks like they're going to face Jeff Cobb and Great Khan. But would you put two like Ospreay and somebody else versus Roppongi Vice? That seems to be the vibe that I'm getting from this.
That's how it's looking.
Yeah. Or maybe it may just be like, I'm pretty sure FTR defending one of their titles, but it could just be like a 5-on-5. I don't know like how many people exactly are in United Empire. They could just do a multi-man match.
It might be a 3-on-3. Well, he's the leader, isn't he? The leader of the United Empire? Yeah, so they might, instead of doing 2-on-2, they might do a 3-on-3 with FTR and Trent, since maybe Rocky's injured or something.
Yeah.
So maybe it's going to be FTR and Trent versus United Empire. Yeah. I was thinking of that. I was like, think of a fucking name. But maybe they'll do the 3-on-3 thing. And then it gets Ospreay on the show but also keeps him safe because he's not doing a whole match.
Much. Yeah.
You know what
He's
I mean?
get
He's on
tag in and
the
tag out.
exactly. And you
So
might
yeah,
not even need to tag him in. Maybe you let him just do a fly or two, and then that's it.
maybe he ends the match. Like there's a typical heel move. You have him end the match only.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then you have the other two, whoever he chooses, just do most of the match. You just
Exactly.
see him leading. Like, so did we talk about the new championship, the All Atlantic Championship yet, or was that before
No,
we
we did
recorded?
not. We talked about it before.
Okay.
So that's pretty dope.
So yeah, Pac won his match. We still have to see Miro versus Page, Penta Escudo versus Malachi Black, and two New Japan stars. That's a dope concept. We were talking
That's gonna
about
be
like
cool.
a great mid card championship. Seems is going to be like a non. I don't want to say it obviously it's AEW championship, but more purposely for outside of AEW.
I think outside of bringing new faces in,
Yeah, it's like a
like
more of like a yeah.
let's
Like
say Pac wins, right? We'll bring in people from the UK that maybe the fans don't know, or maybe the fans do know, but they haven't been signed yet. Maybe that'll be like a little practice, a tryout match for them. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Somebody
maybe
building hype in the indies, bring them in and have them fight for the belt.
maybe he'll go to the UK, fight someone at like one of
Yeah,
their companies, maybe Progress if they allow that,
yeah,
or
indie shows.
and then just that'll get buzz. I mean, like, oh shit, Pac just defended the title there, but successfully retained it. And then we see that guy he defended it against come to AEW and continue the feud there.
Yeah, and then it's
Then
gonna be the same thing with New Japan too,
yeah, if
because
the
I
New
think they'll
Japan
bring
star
in New
win,
Japan guys too. Um, they'll bring in New Japan guys like here and there so that they could have some light on them, but also have a chance to take the belt back to New Japan.
yeah, it is cool
Bec-
because I mentioned before we recorded when we were talking about this. It's basically the European championship.
Yeah,
It's not meant for U.S. stars.
exactly.
So they have a lot
Because
of
everybody's representing
a country.
country.
Yeah. So it seems like it's gonna be not for like non-United States people. So they have a lot of talented people not from the States on the roster, which is cool.
Yeah,
As we see in
super
the
dope.
bracket. So it's like um I
I'm
hope
out. Where's Malachi Black from?
mm, New Zealand?
I'll believe you. I'll
Netherlands? I
believe you.
don't
I'm not
something with
gonna
it starts with the N. I know that.
be like, oh
Netherlands, New Zealand.
no. I couldn't tell you.
I know. I
It's somewhere out the U.S. because they show
yeah,
the flag.
it's
I know
definitely
that.
yeah. I know it was like I don't know what flag that is. It was like it's France, but not France. I know that's
Yeah,
not France.
we got
But
our degrees. It's alright.
yeah,
We got
I
our
just I
degrees.
got my degree over there.
It's
I'm good.
alright.
I'm not a history
I'll be
major. I don't
quiet,
need to know
bye.
that. But yeah, it's like I was thinking about it too. I'm like, I know I saw something on social media because like that's in soccer, the World Cup is coming up.
Yeah.
Didn't TNA used to do like a World Cup
Yes.
tournament? That's
Yeah.
what I
Team
was thinking was gonna
Canada.
happen.
I feel
Like
you.
like
That
they
would have
have
been.
like different countries, like 8 to 16 countries, bringing people from different countries over to AEW. People
Yeah.
we
That
don't know.
that would
Like
be very cool.
like you have
Damn, you
Malik.
just like unlocked a memory for me. I forgot that TNA did that.
I
I was
remember
just like,
I
yo,
watching YouTube
TNA.
videos on it, and I was
And
like,
I was
"Damn, this
thinking
was cool."
about, I was like, yo, Team Canada was fucking stacked.
Oh,
Now
they
that I
got
think about it,
now they got even more stacked. It's been pretty insane.
bro. Yeah, but like if you think about it, back in the day, all those guys are like stars now.
Yeah,
You
and they
had
were on the
Bobby
same
Roode.
company.
Yeah, you had Bobby Roode, Eric Young, Petey Williams, who now his move is
It's a producer now, I think.
yeah. Where is he?
WWE.
Is he in WWE?
I think
Shout
I
out to
saw him
him,
this like last week.
the
I think he ran
Canadian
out.
Destroyer. What a fucking guy! That whole team was just disgusting. But yeah, you just like unlocked a memory. I totally forgot about that. I forgot that that's why Team Canada was Team Canada.
Yeah, and like I think that's why like they should do that. I thought like they should have do that for AEW this year at the end of the year. Bring like make wherever where Malachi Black is from. Bring 5 random people there, introduce them to the U.S.
Yeah.
That's what they're probably gonna do with the title instead. Like I said, have Pac wins it, go to the UK, defend it
Intro-
there. Have
Introduce
like
people and then have shock like droppings of the belt.
yeah, maybe you have him lose, and then that guy comes over to AEW for a
Ex-
couple of weeks or months.
exactly. I think the last shock title change we had in wrestling that was like, what the fuck? Like a random ass show that I remember that made like it's happened, but like ones that were like a big ass deal. Then the last one was Samoa Joe and Finn Balor. that he beat him like in a random house show for a
Yes.
random
That
NXT
was in
house show.
Japan. It was in Japan.
Yeah, it was.
The Japan
I
show.
don't know where it was, but it wasn't in the country. It wasn't televised. It wasn't nothing. And the man just him with
Beat him.
the muscle
Or I
buster.
think Finn Balor beat Samoa Joe. It was one of the other way around, but I remember that
Was it
match.
the other way around? I
I
can't
think
remember.
so.
I
But I
want to
know what
say
you're
it
talking
was.
about. I know
Now
what
I'm
you're
gonna
talking about.
look that up, Simone.
It was like 2015, I think. 2014, 2015.
Yeah, and it was the NXT belt. It was when NXT
Yeah.
was on tour,
Yeah.
and it was just like that was random as fuck. Like I remember watching the tape. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like this is actually happening. But yeah, that was
This is,
like so you could do stuff like that. That's like
and then social media is
whoa,
big.
Pac dropped the title. You know what I mean? Like
And this is what the social media comes in. Like we definitely find out
yep,
there. Like, oh shit, Pac lost his belt to this person from the UK. Then starting next week, like Tony Khan, he's good at promoting stuff. Be like, oh, this person new all Atlantic champion is coming to AEW, and then we get to
yeah,
introduce him from there. And it's like maybe they'll get signed the guy. And I think it's a cool concept because maybe if cause you mentioned it before we started recording as like the IWGP United States Championship, how once in a while they'll have it on Dynamite.
yeah.
I mean, they're probably gonna have it
I
more
used to get
often because
defended.
yeah, because they're probably gonna use it more often because it is an AEW belt, but not so often as like the TNT and the AEW World Championship, and
Yeah,
not every week we see it. You know?
yeah. Like we talked about, it's gonna be more of a outside thing. It's gonna be something that ties all the brands together.
Yeah,
So let's say,
it
as an
goes
example,
Penta Scuro
Penta
wins it.
wins it,
Yeah,
right? Penta wins it, drops it to somebody in AAA. Now you have an excuse for the belt to be in AAA, but now you have an excuse for other wrestlers from AEW
mhm,
to go to AAA and face them over there.
exactly. That
And now
and
you
what
have a more reason to have New Japan guys maybe do a step in AAA. You know what I mean? You never
yeah.
know.
And what's that guy's name? He was just in the Battle Royal earlier. Uh,
Uh,
Takashi. You know what I mean?
we're not gonna do this,
I'm
but
not
we know
gonna.
who we're
You
talking
know what
about.
I mean?
We
Yeah, you
know who
know
we're
the
talking about.
yeah, the
I
Japanese guy
I
who's
haven't
been
seen
down there
him
for the
that
past big.
long that I should know his name.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I just know he's been there for the past few weeks, but he's
Yeah.
good.
And he's nice.
He's
He's
nice.
nice.
He's young too. Like I would put the strap on him. I'm like I
Why
would
not? Yeah.
yeah, and have him go over there, bounce back between Japan and the U.S. Even though the flight back and forth would be insane for him.
Yeah.
Japan is fucking almost 24. It's not a long ass time. I can't really put hours on that, but it's a long
Nah,
ass
it's
time.
gotta be it's fucking long.
It is
It's
long.
long.
It is long. Y'all thought New York to Japan was bad. New York to LA was bad.
Yeah.
The fucking New York to Japan and the United States to Japan is probably 10 times worse than traveling across the country.
I'm looking this up right now. 14 hours.
14 hours. We
14
need a.
hours and 15
You know
minutes.
what? Let's try to see if we can get a fact checker. If anyone wants to be a fact checker just to be here and not say anything, let's go ahead. Yeah.
Send us your
Yeah,
resume.
send that your resume.
Yo. The Ring Fanatics Podcast at gmail.com. Be
Yeah,
like, yo.
exactly. We're not gonna show your face. You're just gonna use your voice.
Just
You
a
don't need.
fact check. It's just gonna
Yeah,
pop up at the bottom, a blue
yeah. You're
bubble.
gonna see him like right
Be
there, like
like,
every
Joel
so.
was wrong. It's really this.
Yeah,
Nick
we're
was
gonna. We,
wrong. It's really this.
yeah,
It'll be like once in a while, it'll be like, it was right. This is what we're talking
yeah,
about. Yeah.
exactly. Like all of a sudden we just like, see like a random like box pop up, like and then just like, have like a deep voice.
Boop.
Like, yeah, yeah,
This was wrong.
yeah. Like we don't to not.
Fact check. Fact check.
Like, we should have like the anonymous general manager. Like the,
And I quote,
and I. Oh god, yeah. But yeah, like, I think that would be cool to have it travel around. I think AAA,
nah, that's gonna be, it's a
New
dope
Japan will
idea.
use it.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
They're gonna probably use it most from when we start. Maybe who knows? Maybe Penta probably isn't gonna win it, but who knows? Just AAA would be cool because they have a
Look,
lot of guys that they can
yeah,
shadow
looking
over
at the
there.
list though, might be Miro.
Yeah.
Might be Miro.
Is there? Like, I don't know much about wrestling in Bulgaria. That could be something he can bring over.
Exactly. Maybe.
I wouldn't mind that.
They did say something that was weird though when
What?
they announced the title. They were saying that they're number one somewhere.
What do you mean?
They were like, we're the number one wrestling promotion in a certain country. Was it the UK?
I don't remember what
Because
they
if
said. I
Pac
don't.
wins, they gave that shit up.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know
remember
what I
what they said.
mean?
So don't tell me what. I'm not gonna try to find out because that's gonna be a spoiler. But if whatever that country was, most likely gonna be for that person
Yeah.
winning.
But I remember I didn't hear where it was, and I just heard we're the number one promotion there. I was like, whoa, that's kind of dope, but where? Because now I want to know who's the favorite.
Yeah, yeah,
But the way the bracket looks, I would say Pac or Miro.
yeah. Probably
Just makes sense.
it does. It
And
fits.
they're
It
both
fits.
Pac needs a title. It would be cool to see him with a title. He doesn't need one, but it would be cool to see him with one. Miro
He'll
too. Like
carry
he's
it.
just
He'll
a,
carry it
ugh.
because either I think both of them will carry it for a bit, and make it important. When Miro was
Oh
the
yeah,
TNT champion, I was like, that shit was. He made it like not saying Darby Allin didn't, but like Miro made it
nah,
extra
say it,
important.
say it,
He made it
say it.
relevant. He made it relevant,
Thank
dude.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
there we
it was
go.
him.
Because listen, when
He,
Darby had it, loved Darby, but it
but
wasn't as
he didn't defend it
wasn't a
often.
spectacle.
Yeah, because he most of the time he had it, like him and Sting were feuding with Team Taz. No title
Exactly.
defenses. So it
Yeah,
was
it
like
wasn't really a lot of
kind of
storylines
yeah,
happening. So when
regarding
Miro came in, one
took
of
it
the
off
biggest,
him.
and he started having storylines with people who's actually matches built up and not just, hey, this week Darby's defending the belt. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it didn't work as well.
Like he
Not
had a
saying he
match
was
with
a bad
Kingston.
champion, it just
Yeah.
didn't work.
He had a match with Kingston, which was awesome.
Miro,
Yeah,
right?
Miro, yeah, and he had a match with Sammy, which was
Yep.
awesome. Um, also, don't mean to go off topic. Young Bucks versus Hardys versus Jurassic Express in a ladder match next week for the tag titles.
So I saw them talking. I didn't
Yeah,
know that's what it was. A ladder match?
yeah. They're trying, yeah, triple threat ladder match next week.
Good thing I got nothing to do on Thursday because we're gonna have to recap the the Dynamite episode next Thursday because this
Yeah,
shit's ridiculous.
yeah. Next week's episode is gonna be Dynamite only, but yeah,
Yeah, because the way the card's building up and it shows that it might Forbidden Door is only a few weeks away.
we're
They're
gonna
gonna
do a
start
prediction.
building.
Yeah,
They're gonna start building up this card. People
yeah,
are gonna be popping in and out, like we saw Osprey today. People are gonna
yeah.
pop in
So
and out.
we're eventually gonna do a Forbidden Door pay per view, um, prediction episode plus
Oh,
next week's
of
Dynamite.
course.
So there's gonna be a lot of Dynamite this month. Even
Yeah,
though
so
this
just
was
get
like
ready for it.
this week has been like a half and half, like at WWE,
But don't worry,
AEW.
once Forbidden Door happens, it's gonna die down. Cause then we got Money in the Bank at SummerSlam, and they're only like a couple weeks apart.
And then All Out's like
Cut.
right close to
Wh-
SummerSlam though.
What's up?
Isn't All Out close to SummerSlam or is it September?
No, All Out is the same weekend, so we might have.
Oh,
We gotta
Clash
talk
of the
about this later, but
Castle.
we might have to do 2 episodes that week
Yeah, there's a lot. We're gonna have to do
because
two.
we both cards are gonna be fucking insane.
Yeah,
And also, shout out to WWE finally deciding, hey, let's do SummerSlam in the summer.
yeah.
Finally, do it in July. They would always call it the biggest party of the summer. It was happening
Like everyone's going
August
back to
28th,
school.
August
Yeah,
29th. Yeah, next week I start school.
school. Yeah,
It was
yeah.
usually like the next week I start school. Biggest this thing on the summer. Get the fuck out of here.
But
So now they finally learned their lesson and
yeah
they're putting it in
in
July.
July. And who
So
knows? You might see a viewing party from us for SummerSlam. Wink, wink.
you never
Wink.
know, man. You never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially on a Saturday, you never
Yeah.
know.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah.
You never know.
But the thing is that like, hey, I'm looking forward to SummerSlam. Actually, they're doing a lot that weekend. They might do a lot in terms of match card,
I always look
which I'm
forward to.
excited.
Listen, I might share on WWE pay-per-views, but when it comes to the big four, I take them seriously.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me too.
The
I'm
big
like,
four, I take seriously.
me too. Me too.
You know what I mean? That's why I make a big deal when AEW has pay-per-views because they only do 4 a year. They
Yeah.
have like a big. That's like their big four.
Like the
This is how
other.
WWE
Yeah.
started out, right? So sometimes, like we talked about last episode, there's rematches for months because the pay-per-views are like, it keeps the storyline and not saying they're bad matches. It's just like, again, Cody and Seth for the 3rd time, and Cody's gonna win clean, injured, nice.
Yeah. Those
Like
coulda-
it's one of
the-
those things.
if they didn't have Backlash and Hell in a Cell, those could have been Monday Night Raw matches.
Yeah.
And then
They
like
need to change the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
yeah, because
I
I think
think we
I
talked
think I
about this,
mentioned
right? We
yeah I
talked
think I
about this live?
mentioned
Okay.
I think I might have mentioned it last episode.
Yeah,
where I
there's
said like
one match in a Hell in a Cell. You need to change it. Call that
that.
shit Judgment
Yeah,
Day. Call
exactly.
that shit Judgment Day. Or Bad Blood.
Yeah,
Call it something
that could
else.
not have been a Hell in a Cell. You could literally put that on Backlash. That would have been fine by me. I would not have minded a Hell in a Cell on Backlash.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna
Get
have
rid
one
of the
match,
WrestleMania 2 in front of Backlash. Just call it Backlash.
exactly. I
Stop
know.
being weird.
Stop
What's
being weird.
after Royal Rumble?
Elimination Chamber. Yeah,
Usually, right? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I
And
was
then
gonna say No
sometimes
Way
they do
Out, but I
something
was
in
like,
between there. No Way Out.
you
What
know
a
what, you know
pay
what
per
I,
view.
you know what I
That
randomly thought
that's
of.
actually what they should have called Elimination Chamber. Stop
Yeah,
calling it Elimination Chamber. Just call it No Way Out.
because you have No Way Out.
Because
There's no way.
exactly,
Yeah, but you know what I
and
randomly thought of
you
one
don't have
day.
to have a lot. What's up?
Remember that match? 'Cause I was thinking about it. I'm like, they need to bring. I was thinking of like matches that they should bring back, or like pay
Uh-huh.
per views or something. Remember, like 2008. I think it was 2008 when they did.
If you talk about the Punjabi prison match, I'm gonna
No,
shut this
no,
off.
no, no. You go leave. Remember they used to do the championship scramble?
Yes.
That was some random ass match, but I fucked with it.
Yeah, it was different. It was kind of like it was kind of dope. It was like this is actually
It
cool.
was
It's
like
like
a
new.
gauntlet, but different.
Yeah, like it was. It probably had been done before, but at the
Yeah.
time, it was just like this is something that they haven't been doing.
I thought that was gonna be like a theme going forward, but they stopped it after
They,
1 year.
I
I'm
think they
like,
did. Didn't they do 2 years?
um, no, I don't. I that was the first year I started watching wrestling, so they may have done it the year before. I'm
Oh,
not sure,
okay,
but that was the first time I was introduced to it. And then they stopped, and I was like,
got you, got you.
this was short lived, but they could have done it more often. That would have been also been cool.
Yeah, definitely.
But then I
Oh
know
yeah,
now with if they would have done it now, the weirdness of it would have been like, oh, she was a former Raw Women's champion, yeah, for 2 fucking seconds.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? It's like
yeah.
how they
It's a
count,
fact. Yeah,
how they count, like I know it's storyline purposes, but Carmella as two-time Money in the Bank when she won it once, technically.
she is a two-time. Okay, she won the match twice.
Yeah, yes, but
Technically, it was one
yeah,
briefcase, but she won it twice.
but
Alright.
it was a redo,
Yeah, it
not a
was a
rematch.
redo.
It was a
Yeah.
redo, so it
Shout out
technically.
to my son Ellsworth. What a
Yeah,
guy.
I understand. Like I said, I understand how it was fucking storyline purposes to make her more of a heel, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
But yeah, so like that's something I thought of recently. I'm like, yo, they should bring that back. That would be fire.
it would be dope. I need them to bring back Night of Champions.
They don't they still have that? Didn't they do that
I,
one last year?
I don't think so. Did they?
I don't fact check. We got a fact check.
Fact check.
That's we shouldn't hire a fact checker if anyone's listening.
Look, Night of Champions. The last one we had,
But it's called Clash
2015.
of Champions. It's called Clash of Champions, which is
Clash
the
of
same
Champions,
thing.
they call it now.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
Let me.
but
Did
it
they do
was
one
like
last year?
BS. Like we had Us versus Roman.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, give me some matches that we actually are. Look, I'll give you the card. It was Roman versus Uso, McIntyre versus Randy. This was 2020. They didn't do it 2021. They didn't
oh, they
say it.
didn't. They didn't.
It
Okay.
just said 2020. Um, Bailey versus Nikki. I forgot what she is there. I'm guessing just. I don't think she was a superhero then. And then Jeff Hardy versus AJ versus Sammy.
Oh, that
Of all
match.
those matches, yeah, that was the ladder match.
Yeah,
Of all those matches, the only one that you like, oh, something could happen, was the ladder match.
yeah,
There was no way Uso was winning. I don't think Randy won that night. It was
yeah,
just like, yo, give me, and it was only certain belts. Give me all the fucking belts on one card, so that we could so that's like, you could do it like in December. They could make that like a December pay-per-view, right?
yeah.
So you end the year with that.
It's like on to the champions
Like
that they've had.
yeah, this is the champions. We either going into the new year as still champ or with a new champ. And that's like the end of the storyline for that champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So let's say McIntyre is doing this whole big thing with Roman. Once he beats Roman at Clash Champions, Night Champions, whatever you want to call it, boom, that storyline's done. Now he's thinking about the Royal Rumble. McIntyre is thinking about his belt. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like now it's like how WrestleMania should be. Like I always thought WrestleMania should be the end of storylines, not having a rematch the next month. Should
Yeah,
be
really.
boom, that's it. That's the end of it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you feuded for a couple months now, building this up. It's over. But then
Yeah.
they just be like, fuck it, rematch. Well, they've always done that, but it's like, bro, that's supposed to be the end of the storyline.
And
That's like
you're gonna have like
WrestleMania is supposed to be like a new year. That's why the Monday after Raw is like so exciting because it's supposed to be like a new chapter. It's supposed to be like a new book. But
yeah.
instead, it's just like we just keep getting rematches
The
sometimes. You know what I
chapter's
mean?
still going. Yeah.
Yeah, like I understand if they do it with like 2 or 3 matches, but like sometimes it's like, yo, this is like the same card from last pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Like just
Yeah.
with stipulations now. Now it's
Yeah.
in a Hell in a Cell.
They're gonna have like Cody do something big. They're gonna do like a for the UK show, like Cody do something with his sword, like McIntyre. Like maybe they'll
Now you're gonna
have
be injured. My son gonna be he gonna be
he's
doing
gonna come out with
commentary over there.
he's gonna come out with like a UK flag around his the
Yeah, they got
captain.
they're gonna show they're gonna do something with him. They're gonna do something with him
They gonna do some,
just to
yeah,
keep
it's
his face like
there
in
for
the
it.
front.
They're gonna
Whether it's
have
like
they're gonna show him like backstage just crying because he's something dramatic.
you just keep showing somebody working out,
Yeah,
like a minute video. You don't show a face or nothing. You keep showing that for like weeks and weeks, and then just like the last 2 seconds is just the tattoo.
yeah.
What a
Well,
stupid ass promo that would be. But like
that'd be kind of
just
fun.
something that you would be like, oh shit, Cody, is he coming
Ah,
back
Cody.
soon? You know what I mean? Like, oh shit.
I think he's crying and working. Working now, Cody's crying because he's like, "I'm gonna come back," and that's
It
what I
should have been me.
like a Dolph Ziggler. Like,
Yeah, maybe he comes back with that. Maybe we got Cody McIntyre.
yeah,
It
should
should
have
have been me.
should yeah.
It's
Oh
all
god,
about America. I'm the American nightmare, baby.
he puts like a mask on, like
The American flag.
yeah, yeah.
Yo, fucking Cody, man.
The-
But yeah,
I think that'd be cool. Like, just Cody,
that
like
would be
Cody,
cool.
that would be hilarious. Actually, if you
Nah,
see Cody come on,
they gotta get me some cool ass Cody promos to build him back up when he's coming back. Um, if he takes time off, because the way he cut that promo, it sounded like he was fighting at Money in the Bank.
that's what I thought too. Yeah.
But they gotta give me some promos. You ever seen the Triple H promo of
Mm,
when he had surgery and he was coming back?
I think so. I
It's
think I know.
to the U2 song "Beautiful Day."
Yeah, might have
If
been.
you have it, or if you have, just go watch it after we're done here. You're gonna want to run through a fucking wall. That shit's gonna hype you up like
Like
crazy.
it's like a
Yo,
pre-workout for
yo,
WrestleMania. It's like
for some reason,
uh,
every time I see that video, that shit gets me hyped up. And it's like, yeah, you just watch him working out.
I think I know what you're talking about. I
And
remember
you
I
see him like with the leg thing, and you see him like almost crying and shit that he's in pain. I'm like, yeah, workout, homie. Yeah, you back, baby, you back.
yeah.
Yo, I'm
He's gonna
telling you, that
recreate that
promo,
promo. He's gonna come.
we gotta do an episode like that of just like the top promos.
Yeah, yeah,
Top like um I would say like top like coming back promos because they used to do that shit a lot. Like coming soon. Like, oh shit, when's he coming? Veer was the last one that they did that shit for
they
months.
were yeah.
It was like
He's coming
Veer
for like a
coming
year.
soon.
Then they finally added a date to it. I'm like, okay, now he's
Yeah,
coming that quick.
finally. Holy
Like,
shit.
I think they had no idea. I was like, Veer's coming. When? Cody Rhodes came back after 6 years before Veer came back.
Fact.
Like Jesus Christ. Look at Cody Rhodes 6 years and he hadn't come back before Veer. Who was signed.
Yo, but if anybody hasn't watched, look it up. Just type in Triple H U2. It's a beautiful day. You gotta click the video. You gotta watch it. It's a little yo. You gotta want to run through a wall. You gotta want to hit the gym after that because you're gonna be like, let's fucking go. You're gonna be hyped.
We're gonna see us in the ring after seeing that.
Trust me. You gotta want to take some bumps. Trust me. That's the whole reason when he came back. Because when he left, he was a heel. He was doing the
Yeah.
whole thing with it was him and Stone Cold, the power trip, 2-man power trip. And they were tag champs and he had the IC and Stone Cold had the world title. He got injured. He should have came back as a heel. But because of that fucking video, he came back as the biggest baby face ever. Because they kept showing that video week after week, and he would just be like, fuck, this guy's going through so much. Damn, I feel bad for Triple H. Oh shit, coming soon? Oh shit. 2 weeks from now, oh shit, he's coming back in MSG. You know what I mean? Like each week
Then
it was just
yeah,
something new. It would be like coming soon, coming soon. Or at first it didn't even say nothing. Then it started saying coming soon. Then it
yeah,
said like coming 2 weeks, MSG. I was like, oh shit. And then that's why he came back all fucking roided up. I was like, holy shit, he looked like he was built like a house.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
I still remember when that happened because I was watching it and I was like, this dude is fucking like he's huge. Like I don't remember you being this way. And this dude just came.
It's only hit upper
Like,
body for the. Then we're gonna
bro,
see a Jack Cody Rhodes in a few months. Like
I-
his other pectoral chest is gonna be like
yo,
huge.
if
He's
he
gonna
comes
walk out,
back
his
like
arms are.
that would be ridiculous.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
We're like, all right, man, this is it. This is
this is
it.
the Cody.
This is
And
the
then all
time
you,
to it's time to play the game.
it's it's time to play with the nightmare. It's time to wake up from the nightmare. That's gonna be his tagline.
Yo.
Uh, that would be hilarious. They're gonna see like
Hell yeah, man.
a roided
That's what
up
they gotta do with Cody
Cody.
though.
Yeah.
That's what they gotta do. They gotta give us some hype up videos that we're gonna like want to like something like that. That we're gonna look at that and be like, I can't wait for him to come back. One of
Yeah.
those.
They better give us credit for that. I swear to God, they don't. If they don't see our podcast up there, like credit
Yo,
to Ring Fanatics.
facts.
That would be hilarious.
Hell yeah.
I would fucking root for Cody. I would root for Cody. I would be like,
Yeah.
shit.
Hell yeah.
Now I don't feel bad for him. Now he's not being dramatic. The most
Not being
dramatic
dramatic.
promo. The most dramatic. It's gonna be the most dramatic promo we're ever gonna see.
Oh hell yeah.
It's gonna be like I
He's
I
gonna
want my
come back.
daughter to
I worked
see,
so hard, having to look my daughter in the eyes 24/7.
and I can't even pick her up every day because I have one arm.
That's my torn pec.
Yeah, I can't even pick her up.
He
I
gonna do
can't
the
even
voice
play with
crack that
Pharaoh. Yeah,
he gonna do the voice crack that he always does.
he's gonna start
And
tearing
my
up.
dad. Be like, get the fuck out of here, man.
And my wife.
Fucking love
I got
Cody,
to
man.
sleep the
I
other
love him and
direction.
hate him at the same time because he's just like he's a
I think it's
fucking
hilarious.
character. It's like you're a fucking
Yeah.
character, homie.
Like I had to sleep the other direction because my wife. I can't sleep on that arm, so I gotta face the other direction. It's like, again.
I haven't seen my wife in 6 months
She doesn't like the
because I
way my
can't
arm
sleep on
looks.
that
See,
side.
I can't sleep. Uh,
I mean, like I had to sleep in a separate bed just because of this damn torn pec.
my daughter is getting big, so I can't use one arm now.
Yo,
I can't.
you got a whole fucking promo.
He's gonna
But
bring out
trust
like
me, I'm telling you, if
Pharaoh.
they
Like
build it up, I'm telling you, if they build it up, it's gonna be fucking lit, and then be like, yo, you know what? Or it might backfire, and it's gonna be like, we're over it. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
gonna be. It might be one of those because right now it's hot. Right now they're using him. It's hot. It's something brand new. If somebody comes in and takes that place, and he comes back, and people just don't accept it the same way, because now let's say, like we talked about, he comes back at Rumble. You don't want a Batista situation
what was
that
the
everybody wanted Brian to win and Batista won. You know
yeah,
what I mean? You don't want him to come back and people. Let me just try and think of somebody that maybe they can. Well, theory, maybe they're building him up
yeah,
OD and people start like, oh shit, this guy could be a champion. This guy could be a champion. Fucking Cody just comes in and they're like, yo, Theory's gonna win the Rumble and Cody wins. And then people are like might turn on him because of that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
They gotta figure
yeah,
out like what they're gonna do. You don't
yeah.
want one of those situations.
Really, no, that's gonna.
Because I still think with the Batista situation, if he would have just came out in the Rumble, it wouldn't be as bad as him returning and saying, I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
If it
that
would
was
just hit, like, I forgot what number he was, like, but let's say random 28, and just fucking, and you'd be like, oh shit, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, it would have been dope and people would have been excited that he won. Would not have been as happy, but it would not have been the reaction they got.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So hopefully
When
nothing
they
like
had
that
it again when
happens.
Roman won. I think Dan and Bryan was supposed to win that one too. Then Roman won it, and people weren't happy with that either.
The Roman one. Listen, so the year Batista won, he threw out Roman, right?
Yeah,
That was the year Roman should have won.
yeah,
That was the year Roman should have won. We should have got Roman Orton.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It like if you're looking at it the way that should have been. Of course, people want Bryan, but how it should have went was Roman versus Orton. Roman gets a big moment at 30.
Yeah.
31. Like if you think about 31, that's when Roman won.
Yeah.
Roman eliminated. The biggest
Daniel,
star at the moment was
Daniel Bryan.
no Rusev. And
Yep.
people were,
Rusev.
and when Rusev came out, he got big ass pop. People were actually rooting for Rusev,
He was a
especially when
heel.
it came down to them two.
Yeah.
Now, imagine Rusev versus Brock at WrestleMania 31. Tell me that's not fire.
That is fire.
Tell me that, you know what I mean? Like a shit like that. That's just like,
That is fire.
yo, like those 2 years, the people that got eliminated should have actually won it and probably would have put on a better show.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Because like because I'll tell you, even though I loved Brian, and it was cool that he won and he had that moment, I don't even remember it. I think we've talked
Me
about
neither.
this.
Yeah.
I don't remember it. I was still so in like fucking fuck Brock Lesnar mode that I was like, I couldn't even enjoy the main event. Do I remember him in the ring celebrating? Yes. Could I tell you at least 5 spots of the match? No. I remember the power bomb on the announce table that Randy Orton
Yeah.
hit his fucking back on the TV. You know what I mean? I
Oh
could tell
yeah,
you that
yeah, yeah,
spot.
yeah.
I could tell
I
you the
remember that.
crossface spot because it was the same way Chris Benoit won. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was just Undertaker had my mind, man. It was
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck? So they put that on, and then they didn't give you enough time to
Process it.
Yeah, like they
Yeah.
should have put. If you were gonna have Undertaker lose, you should have put it earlier in the show.
Yeah.
Don't put it as your co-main event. You know what I mean? Because they had that. Then they had the women's match. It was a bathroom break. Back at
Yeah.
WrestleMania 30, that match, that there was fucking how many of them in the ring?
Like
20?
20, yeah. I was gonna say a
That
large.
all of them were going after the belt. That was a bathroom break match. Sad
Yeah.
to say it, but that's how it was.
Yeah.
Maybe you put a couple matches between the main event and the Taker match. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just so that you have people able to process it and then go crazy with Daniel Bryan at the end of the night.
Yeah.
But like if you think about those 2 years, the person that got eliminated should have won. It was just a weird
booking,
observation I had.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about. I was like, yeah, those people should have won.
They should have won. Yeah. Yeah. So what else is there? Nothing really much left to say. I guess.
Nothing really.
Yeah.
I feel like we covered everything
We wanted to talk about. There wasn't really
Yeah.
much happening as of late besides what we're like I said, we're recording this as Dynamite's happening, so we were just covering that as well as it's
Yeah, and then
happening.
of course there's like rumors and shit out, but we
Yeah.
don't really talk about it because like we don't talk about shit until it's like 100% fact. Like
Yeah.
you see, we debated last week about MJF thing being a work or not. Now there's mad rumors that it is, there's mad rumors that it's not. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
when shit comes out 100%, that's when we'll talk about it.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about it. But I guess we can wrap it up just there.
Yeah.
Make sure you buy our merch. I'm wearing our
Yes, sir.
new
Look at that
brand.
beautiful shirt. Yo, that shit came out fire.
Very fire. You also can purchase it. Link in the description, Instagram, Twitter,
Big facts.
and in the description of this YouTube video. Also, don't forget. Why would I forget the viewing party we got for
Yes,
Forbidden
sir.
Door? Description, everything details. But it's located in. If you're watching this on YouTube, if anything, check our Instagram posts for details. Tickets will also be in the description of YouTube and then link on our Instagram and Twitter.
Yes,
I'm just
sir.
reading this like Excalibur just extremely fast. Like how he does it every time. I don't know how.
Yo, it'd
But
be
yeah,
times that he mentions shit, you'd be like, that's happening? Oh shit, okay.
And he does it really fast. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, I don't know how he does
one
that.
breath
He
and
is
just
his
goes-
practice, that's why.
Yeah. But like anyways, if you want to come, the ticket look at the links to tickets in the description of YouTube and our Instagram and Twitter bios. Tickets are free. You do
Yes,
not have
sir.
to pay a single penny to come through if you're in Brooklyn, New York,
Just
or
got
anywhere in New York.
RSVP.
Exactly. Just enjoy us, have fun, and watch the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. With that being said, episode 77 of the Ring Fanatics Podcast. Nick, your host. With me is Joel, and we'll see you guys next time.
Catch ya.